Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Hermitcraft Season 6 with me, FalseSymmetry. Today we are by the Halo. This is what this is, it's a triple halo. I'm that much of an angel that I need 3 halos. Is that how it works? I don't really know. But anyway, today we're actually going to be working on this project. It is about time that we start working on this. Now, I guess I already have been. I have actually dug out the shape that we need in the center right there, and got rid of a bit of the terrain. Although saying that, we're probably going to have to get rid of a little bit more in here. But that's okay, that shouldn't take too long. It's only a very, very small mountain. But as you can see, my tools aren't doing very well. My armor's not doing very well. I haven't had any time, like things keep coming up, like the hot weather, other stuff IRL, meaning that I can't live stream. And in live stream, those are the things I would be doing, like making myself good armor, mending stuff and all that good stuff, but because I haven't had any other time other than recording time, I haven't been able to do that. So apologies for my just awful attire and my awful tools, but at some point we will end up with decent ones. And I have been repairing this mending pickaxe, but that is the only thing currently with mending. Also, you probably would have noticed, if you've been paying attention right now to the screen, yes, I have only 8 levels. Guys, I died. I legit have died. Episode, what are we on? Episode 8? Episode 8 is the time that I have died. It's taken me 8 episodes for my first death, and it was the most stupid, most frustrating death ever, and I didn't even get it on camera because it's also very, very boring. But I was AFK in my little my little shop over there. AFK, just like hiding behind the wall. I was just standing like this, as you do when you're AFK, just to grow some vines. I just wanted vines to grow so I could chop them up. I could make, like, you know, the mossy cobblestone blocks and stuff that I mentioned me making. So I was standing there AFK, and I guess, well, I was told later on that basically, if you're like a little tiny bit hungry when you go AFK, that hunger will carry on going down. And therefore, my first death was me starving. While I was like AFK. You know what? I wasn't even AFK, like I wasn't out anywhere fun. I literally was just washing my hair. I just thought I want some vines. I'll go wash my hair real quick and then I'll come back and we'll carry on. But yeah, it literally was the death of me. It was literally the death of me. So hashtag blame the vines. I'm so frustrated about the whole thing. But it's okay. My first death has happened now. I don't need to worry about dying anymore. The first one's always like the one with the most pressure. And I guess it was stupid, but it wasn't as stupid as last season where I ender pearled into a lava pool in the nether by accidentally going from a bow in my inventory, scrolling to an ender pearl. Awful. That was the worst death I've ever had. So at least it sort of beat that. It was still stupid. But hey, I just think Minecraft's broken because I don't know why you should starve when you're not doing anything. But hey! There you go, that's my yang for you. Anyway, let me get on with today's episode. We're going to get some building materials together and we're going to start work on the big halo, which I can't actually see from here, surprisingly. Right, so first and foremost, we should probably get on with... actually, I don't know what to do first. Probably adding pillars from this level to that level. Although, if I do that without the water in here, I'm just going to straight fall all the way down, which is fine. My boots are pretty good, but actually saying that, they've already taken a fair amount of damage. They don't have unbreaking on them. I keep forgetting about that, and that is not helpful yet. So I think what we'll do instead is plan out where the pillars are going. Now, I'm thinking we don't want any pillars on the north, south, east, west areas, because just in case we add another extra pathway on either of these sides, like this one, we don't really want a pillar in the way, do we? So I think diagonals are going to be where to go. So we can go with 1, 2, 3, 4. But I think instead of going with 4 really, really big pillars, because this thing's going to be quite heavy looking, I think we want to go with 3 pillars. So I think 1 here, 1 there, 1 there, and all 3 are going to feel like they're being, you know, very, very structurally supportive for the rest of the build. We're not going to build that part yet, so it's going to look probably a bit weird having these 3, 6, 9, 12 pillars. But I think it's going to be really, really cool once it's done. So I'm going to figure out where these go. Build the base out of probably just some stone brick for now. And then once I've figured out just like the location of them, we'll actually add this sort of, you know, canal. I can't really call it a canal if it's just going around in a circle, can I? But that might be the word I use for now, at least. But yeah, so for the water area around here, we will, yeah, do that straight after we've figured out the location of these pillars. And of course, when I check that I've built this thing the right size, of course it is completely wrong. So we're having to do a little bit of tweaking here on just this exterior circle. This one should be the only one that is wrong. Apparently I like miscounted or whatever. Yeah, there we go. Because what I just started doing was fiddling around with this pillar in the corner, and the pillar was just like too large because it's gonna have to be sort of like this size, and then the gap in between here was only 1 block, and obviously if this is going to have water flowing through, you need like enough, you know, space for the actual water to get through. So I think this is going to be where the pillar's going to be. We're then going to add stairs to it, and then from there on we're going to go with a block which I'm not 100% sold on the texture for, but I think it's going to be better than nothing. Let's just fill it in for now. Yeah, let's go with some, don't have it on me, it's in one of these somewhere. Here we go, andesite. It's a little bit of a greeny bluey texture to it at the moment, but yet no, sort of purple yellow and a little bit of light blue as well. It's a really, really weird block color-wise, but hey, it's going to look okay from afar, I think. It's going to give us the right texture that we want, which is sort of like a marbly look. So let's maybe go up by, let's just go up with 3 by now, for now, just to sort of see what the texture looks like. Yeah. And then we're going to go in the middle and then back up with, I think, stone brick. This is going to, I think, be one of those things that looks way better when, like, they're all done. But just trust me, guys, this should look okay. I'm not going to say it looks amazing, but it should definitely look okay. We can always change it though, as I say, with everything I've been building so far. Right now we just have to figure out where the other 2 are going either side of this. Somewhere like here, I think. So in making these pillars right now, I should really have put the water in. But I've accidentally built this one wrong here. But you know what? I think I like that. Instead of having these stairs do this in the, like there, again, moving it down one and having this be a little bit less, being 3 blocks tall either side, is actually probably going to look better. I actually do wonder what this looks like from over there though. Just want to see sort of, you know, just how they're going to sort of look in terms of like, are they going to look like they're holding that bit up? Yeah, 3 on each corner. Yeah, totally. But are they going to be too many pillars? Are they going to look like too confusing? I mean, these things already make it the look of everything confusing because they're in the way a whole bunch. I don't really know. I'm very unsold on everything at the moment, and I'm not sure why. I'm not sure why I'm like this today and this season so far. I've been very, very picky with my builds, and I know some of you guys have been really, really positive with your comments and really lovely in terms of, like, being like, hey, Forrest, don't worry about it. Like, you know, your builds look great. Thank you, firstly. But also, like, I don't know. I'm happy to admit when they don't look great, you know? Like, I'd rather be honest with myself and be like, I'm not very happy with this. Because then that's when you work better and you improve what you're doing. But I don't know. I don't hate it. But definitely think there might be better ways of doing this. Anyway, I think, yeah, we'll definitely go with that idea of having, like, 3 and then 4 and then have whatever numbers we're on. I don't know. Trying to make sure I do these correctly. There we go. Concentration. Yes, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Let me do this for all of them, and then we'll have a proper look. But, dudes, it keeps getting nighttime, and that is proving to me just how long it's taken for me to just, like, do even just a few. It's kind of a nightmare, those stairs. Such a nightmare. Well, this has taken a fair amount of time, but it's looking good. Yes, granted, they're not 100% done like this one, but they are looking nice from the centre. Although, I say looking nice from the centre, this bit isn't going to be here. This is just going to be a giant hole. So you won't really be able to see it from there, although I guess you can see it from across the way. Yeah, that's going to be really nice. And I was going to say you could travel around this, but you're not really going to be able to unless you're in a boat or you're swimming, I guess. That is what upstairs is for. This layer here is going to be where the actual, like, standing part is going to be, which in hindsight, haven't actually thought about how that's going to work with this path hitting this bit, and I'm now sort of face palming slightly. because if there's gonna be an area up there to stand on, don't know, do I start bringing this up? Probably not, because that's just gonna look weird. If this is all water, we can make it work. Again, not with those towers, but we can figure that out. I guess a staircase up to that level would be okay. Would possibly work. And also, this is quite far away from the ground here, but again, I think I might bring the land up around it a little bit, because this is just going to be probably just stone brick all the way down, like very sort of just plain, because, you know, you've got to have the plain to balance out the super detailed area that's going to go up top with the purple roof and everything. Anyway, right, I should fiddle around with these, and then what I'm going to do is, if I've got them blocks on me, we'll start it now. I think I do, actually. We're going to, I think, if we're going to bring in water, I think I want to continue with the sandstone thing. And, yeah, we're going to get the smooth sandstone. So we're going to bring this in. It's going to be probably easier to build from underneath, which is a problem. Because there's such a big gap. I'm so glad I've got feather falling boots, dudes. If I didn't have feather falling boots, I would have died a long time ago. But yeah, so I'm thinking we want to make some sort of, I don't know if I can show you guys what I mean here, but yeah, like a canal. So obviously you need like the area for the water to go in. Oh, blimey, okay, that's not helpful. And then from underneath, we'll bring it in a little bit. So that'll go like there, and then like the same will happen like here. And yeah, I guess it'll be easier to build from here on out. And then I guess, yeah, go down one more, and maybe this could be the bottom of, like, the area. I think this could work. Yeah, I reckon this will be alright. We can always add texture afterwards, when I know that there's blocks underneath this, like stone. Maybe we'll put like, a stone floor underneath this. I can add some sand for some texture, but again, it's going to be underwater, so it's not going to be a big issue. But yeah, oh yeah, and also, now that I've done this floor, I can add, like, the sides without having to, like, climb up from the bottom. Sweet. And then I think when we hit the pillars, if I can get there, I guess we'll just bring this down, carry on bringing it down with the stone slabs, because that's going to match the outside area. Yeah, this is going to work quite nicely, I reckon. So I'm going to make these into little platforms so I can get back out again, although it doesn't actually seem to work. Something like more like that would be helpful. There we go. Yes, I think I'll use all my sandstone around this thing. I did collect some more, as you saw in the sugar box, so that should be enough to at least do half of this. And yeah, this is going to be a lot of work, but it should hopefully start bringing like the actual structure together, because it's currently just lines. It's like we're colouring in, guys. It's like we're colouring in, and then when you colour in, you really just get the feel of a place. So yeah, let me do this, and I'll come back to you guys when I've done a whole bunch more than what I've done right now, which is not an awful lot. Look at this guy. What are you doing? I see you down there. Oh, he just saw me from way over there. Oh my goodness, dude. I mean, you're not, are you clever? I mean, he is coming up to me. Is he actually coming up to me? For real? Are you really going to come and try and destroy what I've built up here? I'll see what's going on. Can you actually get... Oh, no, you can't actually get to me. Oh, but it's okay. One moment. No, I've got knocked back. He got... What a bird. Oh, he, like, dropped down that one block. I was going to knock him back. Oh, I saw that he was going to do that, and I wasn't quick enough. Well, that's fine. I guess I need to get rid of most of that anyway, so there we go. And, oh, can I get over here? I can. Sweet. Yeah, so what I've done is I've gone to about there. We might do the same this side. We'll probably just stop at this for now, and we'll fiddle around with that later, because that could look quite cool, actually, breaking up the actual build. But anyway, once we've done that, we'll block off the edges temporarily and fill it with water and see what it looks like, because we're not going to see what this looks like until water is added. It could look rubbish, who knows. Definitely looks rubbish from the outside, like that bit there just looks terrible. The outside will have some different stuff going on at some point, but obviously we've only got to, you know, do the inside for now, and we'll work on the outside later. And make it look pretty, but for now it's not going to look pretty at all. Right, the sun is almost going down, so I thought I'd quickly record right now before it gets too dark. But yeah, this is what it's starting to look like, and I am quite liking it. I've had to fill up every level like this, because I think that's probably the best way of doing it, especially when it's not a crazy huge area. I mean, it still takes a bit of time, but it's better to make sure they're all source blocks, sort of thing. Every time someone sleeps, it rains for like a split second. Did you guys see that? very, very slightly just at range just comes out of nowhere. It's really weird. I'm not sure what's going on there. I feel like the sleep thing's a little bit broken because I've been trying to sleep, and well, by the time this video comes out, maybe it's fixed. Who knows? But basically, I've been trying to sleep through the night, which obviously we've got the one-player sleeping thing where only one of us needs to sleep. And basically, what's happening is that it's like not. Oh, hello! Didn't do that. I clicked on the side. Rip flowers. Oh no, they're all gone. They're all gone. Ripperino. I can't remember what I was saying now. The flowers completely just took the words out of my mouth there. Oh, I should be able to put one there and it does everything. No, not quite. Nearly. There's a space over there. Let's get this one. But yeah, basically, no, what's going on here? Oh man, everything's so confusing to me. Water mechanics are so broken. And by broken, I mean they're good, but they're a bit weird to get used to, I guess. That's the problem there. And yeah, I've completely forgotten what my train of thought was. Oh no. But basically, it's looking nice. It doesn't matter what I was about to say. Yeah, look at that. It's a ring of water. Oh, dude, if I had my elytra, I could have like a nice little flyby of this. I think all I'll do is give you guys a camera account sort of viewpoint from the air at some point. But for now, you're going to have to deal with this point of view. So now we've done that. I'm gonna finish off all these bits off camera and stuff. It's not a worry. I just didn't want to have to dig this out. I'm that lazy. So we're gonna finish off the pillars, and then I think I might start work on the floor above this, because then once we've put the pillars up, we will connect that. I think what I'll do also is get like a ladder. Yeah, we'll get a ladder. I've got hiccups. We'll get a ladder going up here, and that should connect to the top layer. Yeah, and then we'll be, oh yeah, look at this. Oh man, kind of like these all broken up. But if I am gonna destroy or like start messing around with making, you know, this place look a little bit more derelict, I want to do that right at the end rather than when I'm still building stuff. So yeah, we won't bother about making these all broken up yet, but that is definitely something we can do. We can add maybe cracked stone brick within some things and stuff like that. But yeah, I really like this. The water looks a lovely blue colour. I love that I've put light colour underneath because it definitely pops a lot better. And yeah, this is going to look super sweet when the middle's all cut out. It's going to look awesome, hopefully. Fingers crossed. So we are about to step this up a notch, and I'm very excited about this bit because this means everything's going to come together, at least on this lower level. I've done the ring, I think, since last recording. It's actually been, well, a whole... I went to sleep and then I've woken up, basically. It's now a new day, and I've come back and I don't hate this project too much. So that's always a good sign when you wake up and look at what you've built the next day and you're like, yeah, that doesn't look too bad. That's always a good sign. But, you know what, I'm trying to think whether or not I want some bars on here to stop people from being able to, like, just fall down. Not quite sure how that's going to go. But my plan right now is to get a little bit, not crazy necessarily, but I want to start making some shapes. Yeah, here is perfect. So it would be up here. Oh, whoa, this is very, very drippy. I didn't realise just how drippy this would be. It's going to be very drippy. So now we want to, you know, add these little bits here, because they are going to mark for us a nice little area. Now, trying to think, I've got, I was hoping I would have some more smooth sandstone on me. Maybe I've got some in the, up here spare, hopefully. I don't, but we can make some, that's fine. So let's make some slabs, let's make some smooth sandstone, some more slabs, and some more smooth sandstone. It's basically how it works. You end up just like loads of little bits left over, that's fine. That made a lot, actually. Yeah, because we're going to use this for, let's just drop down here again. I think we want to place it here. Hello? Someone trying to interrupt me, I can hear. I can hear someone walking towards me. I think it's a zombie, but I don't know where he is. He's definitely somewhere though. Right, yeah, and then we want to grab these. So I'm sure you guys will be able to tell what is going on right now just by looking at it. But, yeah, should we see what this looks like? It's going to be a waterfall. I'm so excited. Wait, no, we need to get rid of this. Let's get rid of these first. Oh, that's going to be a problem, isn't it? But, no. No, you're not meant to do that. Oh, you butt. Okay, well, let's block it all up. It's meant to be smooth. It's meant to be super duper smooth, okay? Oh, that's all caught up, didn't it? Oopsie. I'll let it go too early. Okay, clear out the water. Like so. And we just want like a nice little thing like that. Yeah, that'll work. Cool. So now I can swim up it. Sweet. And we'll pop down again. And this is probably going to look a bit weird without, like, this dug down. But imagine, guys, 4 waterfalls coming from this on each side of the circle. That would be cool, though, right? In my head, it looks cool. I'm hoping it will be when we have this actually dug out. And because I am going to dig it out, I don't think I'm going to build any more of these. I might build the structure blocks. We might actually just sort of do the whole, you know, building these up while I've got loads and loads of andesite on me. Oh, especially if I can do that. There we go. And yeah, we'll build the structure, but we won't let the water out because the water's going to, I think, probably affect things that I'm doing later on. But I'm digging this. I think it looks good. I think it's going to work. I think all I need to do now is if I have enough andesite left, because I keep running out. There's actually some here, which is perfect. I'm going to dig that out in a second. But I want to start maybe figuring out what I'm doing for the floor. It's very hard to point, but basically the second floor up above the pillars, that's where I said I wanted the platform and that what I was going to do. And I didn't get around to doing it. I got distracted by the water instead. Instead I finished off the donut of water. So yeah, we're going to have to, I think, start on that. Maybe we'll just work on a quarter for a little bit so I can show you guys, because we're running out of time to work on this video, and I want to show you guys what my vision is rather than, you know, hey, this is like the smallest amount ever, you know. I want to actually show you like a chunk of what my imagination has come up with in terms of this build. And I'm sure you guys maybe might find some inspiration from this, and if there's anything where you're like, false, yeah, that's a perfect idea, you know, maybe do it this way instead, or maybe add this little thing. Let me know in the comments. You guys always come up with really, really cool ideas. So, you know, there's going to be waterfalls. Any other suggestions? Let me know in the comments. I read them all. So I've just started adding a little bit of extra stuff around there, because obviously this thing just feels a little bit like it's floating at the moment, which is not really what we want, even to temporarily just like leave this, because I'm going away for a week, and therefore while I'm away I won't be updating this. I sort of want it like hidden a little bit. I mean, it's gonna be very, very difficult to like hide this whole thing, but you know what I mean. Like, I don't want it to be easy. Like, if I start working in here without like a wall, you know, people are going to be able to see inside, which I don't really want. I want it to be sort of somewhere where I can work in here, and like no one else can see unless they go up, and then I guess back down into the hole. So yeah, that's what we're doing there. But I wanted to quickly have a little look and see what this looks like, because I think this might be not a bad way for now, because I think this side being sort of the entrance on land to this district, because like this district pretty much ends about here, maybe just past this. I think Cubfam wanted to build something here, so maybe Fantasy would stop like there. I don't really know. I don't know if there's a marker for Fantasy. Ren did say that he put fences and torches along or something, but I don't see a border, so who knows where it ends. But yeah, you can sort of see where that's just gonna, it's gonna look a bit plain and boring, but we can add more detail to it, the reason I wanted this way to be sort of like this is I think a staircase either going straight up diagonal to it would be nice, like an entrance, or a staircase that like wraps around the circle. So that's why I've gone with a plain wall here. It's a wall that we can change later on if we, you know, our ideas change. But for now, it's just gonna give the whole thing actual proper structure. I mean, we've already added the pillars; they're okay. But with nothing holding up the actual pillars, it looks all very, very sort of naff and not very, you know, structurally sound. So everything is now looking hopefully a little bit better. But I'm just going to plop all of these here, and we'll take a final look perhaps at this episode. I think I have a little bit of time to work on some extra things, so maybe we'll see what else we can add to it while we're here. But I seem to have run out of ideas for now about what to add to this. But maybe after doing all of this, we might figure it out. But I think definitely adding the floor might be the next job on my list as well, just so we have a platform to sort of cover over the top, I guess. Well, that looks a little bit different, doesn't it, since the beginning of this episode? Yeah, I'm hating these. I think maybe because, I don't know. I think maybe we'll redo the path at some point. Anyway, we're going to concentrate on this part for a little bit. And yeah, I think we need to just do the floor. I think that is literally the last thing I can do today, is figure out this floor here. So I'm thinking, rather than going with like a pattern, which is inside like the flooring of the two towers, well, we only have one at the moment, but there's going to be the floor of those. Instead of going with like a pattern on this, or at least not a full pattern, I'm thinking maybe let's just sort of just go back to like our roots with like the whole like, you know, keeping everything very random, like so, this sort of thing, you know, no particular pattern, just sort of lines, making it feel like it's a little bit broken up. It's not just a full plain boring floor. I think that sort of thing's going to work. We're going to add pillars from off of the corners here, or the sides, I guess, the outer ring. And then what's going to be really nice is this floor. Yes, this is going to be the floor where you'll be able to see all of the waterfalls, and you'll be able to, my plan is like the entrance to my base, or like this hub, is gonna, like, you're gonna be able to jump off into, I think, water at the bottom perhaps, maybe just a full pond. I don't really know how I want it to work yet, but I like the idea that these waterfalls will go all the way down to however low we go, and then there'll be rooms off of it. Problem is, I don't know how to connect the rooms off of it. If if the entrance is like going all the way down to the bottom, you're going from the very, very top to the very, very bottom, how are you going to get to the floors in between? Haven't thought that bit through. I think I'm just obsessed with the idea that I would just get run and then just jump. You know what, I can actually do it. I shouldn't die. Whee! Like, it's just gonna be so good, right? Oh, I'm so excited about it. That, and you'll probably be able to escape, you know, use these water streams as like a way to escape upwards if you need to. Because I haven't, I guess, also figured out how on earth you'd get back out of there. Haven't really thought that through. I'm thinking elevators, you know, on the outskirts, like in these sort of places, you know, we could add them on the corners perhaps or something. I don't really know. We'll fiddle around with it and figure it out as we go. But I'm pretty happy with how this is looking. So again, let me know. But let me see if I can gather enough andesite to just finish off like a quarter of this. I don't know if I will. I'm running out of andesite so often. Yeah, we're gonna have to go for a mining session, I think, pretty soon, because I'm definitely running out. But yeah, that might work and it might look quite nice. I think we'll go for it. So in between the last clip and this one, I've been a bit busy. I've done a little bit of terraforming over here, and I'm really liking how it's going to look. I'm thinking, though, what we need to start adding, and I think I got inspired by, I saw someone, I can't remember who it was, but basically they'd bought some coral over and started planting it in like these areas, the ones the areas that are like just under the water but like are visible. So I'm gonna try and make this bit here all like sand and make that into like a coral, and I think that would really look great for the fantasy district. But anyway, we're not about that right now. I'm actually heading over to the very end of our area to sort of put a barrier, not barrier up, no, barrier is the wrong word, a temporary like markers, because basically, and I'm sure their videos already come out, Python and Azim were over here earlier, and basically they were planning on building a flower farm sort of quite near to this underground, and I'd sort of planned on building underground on this base, so I was like, hey guys, can you like move elsewhere? And they did, which was really awesome of them. So thank you to those guys. I think they've now built it over there or something. I'm not really sure, but basically Ren's away right now as I'm recording this, and I'm away very soon, so like I want to sort of, you know, leave my base in sort of, you know, a position where it can sort of, you know, I can be like, guys, there are signposts and markers and stuff. So I think what I'm going to do is just put temporary, just walk like diagonally along here, just because we'll move it, actually we'll make it a little bit sort of rounded. We'll sort of go this way, just because I don't know quite how the staircase down from there is going to look. So I just want to make sure it's sort of, you know, Because imagine if someone like builds something like right here, which I'm sure they won't. I mean, everybody's pretty cool on the server, but you know, like say I have a plan for a staircase and then like there's no actual room for it anywhere. That will be an issue. So yeah, I think I'm gonna just put some torches up along this as well, a little signpost, and yeah, we can always move this at a later date to more specific areas once I know what I'm building. But yeah, I really want to quickly just finish up a couple things up there, and then we can finish off today's episode. Well, I thought falling off this thing was dangerous, but then I just looked over there and we seem to have a friend that has probably actually spawned on this. There's another one down there, of course there is. Oh no, okay. I might need more torches than I have. I've just been lighting up the area surrounding this. But I forgot about this actual thing. So, I might have to put some torches on like these little bits or something. But anyway, I've just been adding some extra pillars up there. But guys, I've run out of time for this episode. It's already over 30 minutes long, which is crazy. But yeah, you can start seeing where the structure's going now. And it's looking very grey. Very grey and boring. But that will change when we start adding details, don't you worry. It's just pretty much... there are no details yet. So, yeah, you're just gonna have to deal with that for the time being. But guys, if you enjoyed this episode, be sure to leave a like, and I will catch you guys all in the next episode. See ya!
When Stanley approached the end of the video, he clicked the subscribe button.